Mark's with us in Springfield. Hey, Mark, welcome to the Ramsey Show.
How you doing, Dave?
Great, man. What's up?
Well, I've got a question. I kind of did some stupid stuff, and last year, or a little bit over a year ago, I called into one of your other shows that he's no longer with you, so I don't know if I could say his name or not.
That's fine.
Okay. Well, it was Chris Hogan,
Yeah.
and he gave me Ramsey Plus for a year.
Good.
Well, then 2 days later, you guys parted ways.
Mm-hmm.
And me and my infinite wisdom said, well, this Dave Ramsey's an idiot. I'm not ever going to do anything with him. So I convinced my wife that Dave Ramsey's an idiot. Well, now here I am a year and a half later.
Well, she ought to talk to my wife.
I don't think that would help him with what he's now going towards, Dave.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Might be too much concurrence.
I got sidetracked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, here I am a year and a half later, realized that, my infinite wisdom was not really wisdom at all, and I need to try and get back on the Dave Ramsey program. Well, the problem is I've convinced my wife that Dave Ramsey's an idiot, and so now I'm trying to fix that and convince her that I was wrong, and I'm not sure that I'm doing a good job of it. We had one bill that I figured if we could pay this off, it would get her to see what was going on, but all it did was get her to say, well, that means that we can invest this money now. And we've still got $84,000 in debt, not including the house. And I know that we need to get that paid off before the investing, but she's worried because she's got a lot of medical issues and she doesn't know that she's going to be able to live long enough to be able to see retirement if we don't start now.
What's the nature of her medical issues?
Well, she's got type 1 diabetes. Then she's got a history of cancer, like every female in her family has died of cancer.
But she has not had cancer.
Has been
she has not had cancer.
Not yet, no.
Okay, and how old are you guys?
But I'm 40, and I will be 40 in a couple months, and she's 36.
Okay. Well, her thinking she's going to die before she has wealth using our system is asinine. Okay, she's not going to die before she has wealth, unless she has a car wreck. Not from what you've just described to me, anyway. So that's her saying, I don't believe you. That's not a truthful statement. That's hyperbole and drama. That's just her saying, you've been wrong so much, I don't know which time you were right. That's all she's saying.
That's true. What's your income, Mark? Combined income or sole income?
We have combined income. Our take-home income is just under $100,000.
Okay, so you got plenty of money. Mm-hmm. You just don't have a system. How long y'all been married?
Well, we've been married for just over a year, like a year and a half, but we've been together for 8.5 years.
Okay. All right. Well, now you're together, and now you got to decide what's the next 20 years look like. And so the thing, I would take Dave Ramsey, Ken Coleman, Chris Hogan out of the equation. I don't think they're relevant to your life in terms of the actual people involved there. We're not relevant. The question is, what's the vision for your all's future? And I think you sit down and you look out there into the future and you say, all right, let's turn off the TV. Let's set everything aside, set all the bills aside. Let's set all the worries about medical aside. And let's say, okay, when we're 65, when we're 70, what do we want our life to look like? And write those things down. That's called a vision. Okay.
Yeah.
And get really detailed, high-def television, HD. Okay. And then the two of you look at that, and let's talk about that long enough. And don't tell her what her vision is. Ask her what her vision is. And then she needs to ask you. And the two of you talk it through until you go, okay, so out of all the things we wrote down here, the most important thing we're both saying is this, and the next most important thing is this. And you say, okay, we'd like to have $1 million, and we'd like to be traveling the world. We'd like to have no debt. That'd be an example, okay? When you're 65. I'd like to have the money to travel and enjoy my life. I don't know if you want to travel or not. I've just made that up, okay? But whatever it is, you write down like that.
That's what we want to do. So.
Okay, and then you say, all right, now, And then my friend Henry Cloud says that's your desired future. Then you have to ask yourself, what has to be true that is not true today for us to be there then? Well, we got to shed $84,000 worth of debt. We have to start saving money. We have to start living in control and quit spending like we're in Congress. Right?
Yep.
That's what has to be true for you to get to that dream. Now, what is the method next question is, what is the method we use to get rid of $84,000 in debt, quit spending like we're in Congress, be in agreement on our spending, and be investing steadily so that we have $1 million, we can travel the world when we're 65, and we have no debt? What is the easiest method to do that? What's the most proven method to do that? Oh, there's a thing called Financial Peace University. We could go through that and watch that together and see after we watch it if we think that that is the best way for us to get to our desired future. 10 million people have gone through the class. Okay? 10 million people have gone through the class. If it was screwing people, if we were ripping people off, somewhere around 1 million, someone would have said this is a ripoff. We get no complaints about it being a ripoff. The only complaints we get is the stuff we tell people to do is hard. But it works. Every time you work it. To the extent you work it. So, first you decide where it is you want to go. Then you decide how I want to get there. And then you decide who can guide me the quickest to get on my journey. And I'm convinced that the Ramsey organization as a whole, not me personally, but Financial Peace University, the steps we teach, is the fastest, right way to become wealthy. And I'll give you another year of Ramsey Plus, of Financial Peace University, for you guys to sit down and watch that together. But you can't just do that on the basis of Dave Ramsey's a good guy or Dave Ramsey's not a bad guy. Or Dave Ramsey's a bad guy, Dave Ramsey's a good guy, or I don't like Chris Hogan left. That doesn't decide your future. That decides Dave Ramsey's future, Chris Hogan's future, Ken Coleman's future. But your future is decided by what you do. And so you got to decide what you're going to do. And if I've lost credibility in your household because Hogan left, then so be it. It's okay. Find you a way, though, dude. Find you a proven path to get there, because it isn't going to happen unless you guys do it and you do it together.